Here's the fun story that I'm using to remember the qual perfect paradigm. When you see this paradigm, you should think qual. Qual. The perfect cup of quality tea. And you're going to see why qual is the perfect cup of quality tea. In fact, I would say that it's a 10 out of 10. All that's part of the funny story. So, the story for qual perfect is, imagine you are in Alice and the Wonderland, and you're at the tea party. The Mad Hatter has just been served a cup of tea, and he's amazed. He just loves this cup of tea. At first, he's so amazed that he's speechless. There's nothing he can say. And then he takes a sip and says, "Ah, tate." You're at this party and you notice that the Mad Hatter seems to be stumbling through his words. And so you try and correct him and you say, "Did you mean tea?" At this point, he looks at you and says nothing. He's a little bit frustrated with you. He goes back to his tea and starts speaking to it. He says, "You, tem." Again, you try and correct him and you say, "Did you mean 10? As in the tea is 10 out of 10. It's wonderful." He looks at you again and ignores you. And then he looks around and says, "New cup of tea. I'd like a new cup of tea." So I would say these endings a few times. A, ta, te, tea. U, tem, ten, new. And after saying them a few times, try and associate them with this story. At first he's speechless, and then he says, "Ah, tate. Did you mean tea?" He looks at you, ignores you, goes back to his tea and starts speaking to it. "You are a tem. Did you mean 10 out of 10? Again, he looks at you, ignores you, and then demands, "New cup of tea."